Already going to start things out with aggression. Rain is pushing down, and virtus.pro has no idea just yet. Flashbang a little bit is going to force him away. Yekendar's looking backwards. Oh, and there's the peek, but Rain knows his target's at ramp. They lose all the duels, and Twist, he's feeling lonely. Brokey steps up next, and finally he gets something done. But is it enough to recover?
Not enough yet. Olaf's backing up because he knows there's a chance that this happens. That Flit, the man who stepped into this lineup just before the major, could be making major steps toward the site. And he'll catch off Olaf with a great shot in the head, leaving us with just Brokey. And
pistol round goes to virtus.pro. It's a cool idea, right? That aggression on the pistol round, maybe you catch him off guard, maybe trying to set the tone. But when you get all the way down to the base of mid and you've had nothing and you see no contact, you don't get any of the fights you want.
M4 yet to be put into play. Whoa, now it is. Brokey's got Flit down. He's going to rotate it back as well off of the graveyard position. And with Kerrigan's call from earlier, he knows they're likely going to be funneled that side. It's got 2.5 kills. He did all the damage for Kerrigan to close out against Yekinder, and it stays in the round. What a response from the CT so far. And from Brokey to step it up. He has all but 1 kill for his team, and he was involved in that one as well. 1 smoke left for Kickers, but he hasn't put it down. They might now. He's gotten a cross, and he knows he has to cover that as they come from CT. Want to isolate Rain in the process. A little bit slow to react, Rain. That almost looks like a clean click, but oh my goodness, Brokey again. He's showing that he wants to be on the stage. Rain was slow, but Brokey goes back through the smoke, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's all good. Brokey gave him such a huge advantage, even
stuck in the corner after the shot, nearly stepped around the fountain in the wrong position, but now he holds off at the pillar, and Kerrigan gets brought through. Goes directly into the smoke, knowing his teammates have him distracted, and between the two smokes, it is going to be Kerrigan that finds his way between and beyond to find not only 1 kill, but baits himself. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that exactly, but baits himself so Brokey can get down James. No saving the op that time.
Split towards the B bomb site.
It could potentially go through Arch. They check the cubby. I thought Kerrigan was going to get, or excuse me, that Twist was going to get the better of that, but Yekinder gets the kill. Kerrigan only manages 1 from Library, and they'll take that rifle back over Yekinder. Throwing it off to his teammate, remains on 6 HP, and I don't think the split is the case now, Jason, although enough time they could go back to B if they wanted, but I don't think it'll be by way of a split, and I think it'll be in desperation if they don't find picks here. They still want to take the site directly, and Olaf, ooh, his timing does get Yekinder, but missed 1 that already slid by, so they have to be aware of it. Brokey checks it instead. The AWP makes no mistake, and he's got coverage behind as they rotate into the word Library. All the focus goes toward exactly where Buster remains. No bomb plant, 5-1 FaZe. They haven't used utility either. He gets 1 through the wall. Got away with it because that could have been a huge lineup, but Kerrigan will play off of it. Problem now is he has to get back inside of the site at some point safely. Smoke went deep and desperate, and Kerrigan actually knows that might give him a chance. And oh, an opportunity and an op staring him down. James, low HP 20. In fact, could have been clipped by a stray from that Galil at that point in time, but nearly caught Kerrigan himself as he jumped up rather boldly to face the site.
Ooh, this duel is everything. This is, if Brokey goes down here, Flit can find this kill. If Brokey sees it, oh yeah, he was really edging into that peak, and it gave Brokey all the information.
My time's done. Thank you, James. Another great opportunity to the AWP. Well done. And well, the nade's going down to try and deter and disarm, but it's not going to work. They walk right by those, and Kerrigan blinded up, couldn't get the shot, but Rain is the one that's elevated above, and so much damage as well onto Flit. The problem now is Brokey's also smoked off and found inside of that smoke by an AK. The AWP can't do much, and they'll try and force the issue. They'll try and push the matter. They've got lots of money on this FaZe side. They've been efficient. They're going to go, but the gun barrel shows. Easy shot for Flit, and it's Twist that at least gets him back. AK-47, let's go. He's not going to pull a James. Has to throw it close, but Kicker's already by. Flashed up, no shot back from CT. Rain got a little bit of damage in, but Kerrigan staying alive. How is he still alive? They're going to go through the smoke side. No, they're not. I thought they were just going to rush him down through the smoke side, expecting is an ample amount of time, and it means more time as that bomb will be conceded, that Olaf can get on the flank. Flit goes hunting, however, and he spots him up first. AK through the wall, damaging. That nade menacing. As Flit goes down to 34, they're going to know he's weak, and they're going to hold him and contain him at the top of Banana. 3 players at this point. They can force the issue all day long.
Allows Kerrigan to be a little bit mobile, even dropping the Molotov over to Rain for if a hit does come in eventually. 3-on-3 here at the A-bomb site. 20 seconds on the clock. This is definitely the finishing move for virtus.pro. And Twist is going to defend inside the bomb site. Olaf deep, but the flashbangs are perfect. Flit can't get the follow-up. And again, Olaf, this position, stay alive, lure them in. That might be a bit much from Brokey, but Olaf is still going to get 1. And into a 2-on-1 we go. Oh, but no bomb plant, not in time. And James is forced to save, even with 1 final kill.
Yeah, and this one's not his fault. He did try and go for that bomb plant. Time ran out on virtus.pro.
He holds on to Pit. A crossfire set up if you want to come up lane. And Rain is going to take the advantage to start pushing. But, ooh, he's not going to hide. He wants to fight. Now falling back. And now he's got a flashbang to toss out as well. Going for the follow-up peek. He's taken. But Twist is still here.
Twist backing off. It's going to be under pressure. Rotation's going in both directions, though, so it'll lock on Banana. In they go. James even with them. Double kill from Twist. Down goes the bomb as he holds true with the M4. Trying to get utility out, though. James will sneak around. No saving this time. He's surrounded, and he'll go down to Olaf as he tried to get the shot toward the ruins.
Making noise. So, yeah, here's the Halls pop.
So Olaf again, though, that waits inside of the pit. Flash did catch out Brokey inside sight. Second one caught Olaf, so they were both out of position. And that's just enough for an opening, but Brokey tries to rotate it around. It's Kicker that gets the kill on him through the pillar. That was brilliant timing of just the flashes. And in go Virtus.pro. A much quicker pace. 35 seconds. Bomb's going to be planted now. And Rain is the only one left alive.
All right, Counter-Strike. 10-4 in the favor of FaZe. A big lead, and Rain's going to get one kill on the exit. James still hunting him down. Rain going to lose the gun right at the end. Brokey and Twist on the defense, but Twist is out of position. Oh, and his teammate went down. And this is so tough to get that SMG in the right position, but that's a lot of dinks coming out very, very quickly. The bomb's not committed, and this is what I just talked about. Yeah, they had put a lot of pressure on the A bomb site, but they left Kickert in that lurking position over towards Banana, and he says, look, you guys don't have a whole lot of players alive still. You're going to have to rotate someone over to try and hold on to that A bomb site. I'm just going to waltz in for free, and we can bring the bomb all the way back, and this is a classic Virtus.pro round, and it should net them a fifth.
So interestingly, they'll rotate back around through CT when you could have potentially justified one going Banana strictly to get that gun that was down inside a boiler. Nonetheless, it's on to James. They go with no utility, and the round ends. And so to the half at 10-5. Virtus.pro clawing back from that 7-1 deficit. Remember, though,
Flit's going to go passive. Olaf hears the footsteps in lane, and he's calling it out for the moment. They are going to get into good position. Flit over in Graveyard, actually not secured. He's caught out in the open. That's a mistake. That's mispositioning from Flit. And that's going to likely cost them the pistol. Now they're in for a very, very tough retake.
Caress them in toward this beautiful setup, this trap, but that smoke is enough. And although James, running through it, still has Rain to contend with, jumping up above it, and now they'll slaughter through the smoke as Brokey will get Buster.
Just waiting for that smoke to clear and for the exec to be committed. Holding his nerve, but Kerrigan is going to give it away. Go, good shot from Buster. Now the flashbang comes in, and Twist is blind, but they still mow him down. Brokey comes in for a save. Oh, James going to go down through the smoke, and that's it.
Additional smoke deployed by Olaf towards CT, and then he'll spray his AK down to Yakinder. Not happy with his spray. He just makes sure the gun's not broken. Maybe not even covers. There we go. That's what James wants. No support, though. He doesn't even have the rifle to come out. If he did that time, Rain would have been slow enough to react. It surely would have gone down. He'll lock James in, expects support to arrive, and Kicker does, and makes no mistake on it. And now the bomb comes back around. It's Brokey and Twist in a 2 versus 5, and they don't have any control of pits. It's a slaughter. It's going to be Virtus.pro with all 5 players staying up to go 13-6.
I think James' flashbang actually, but he couldn't get the resources he needed. Now Olaf being put into play. That's a brilliant flash from Kerrigan. It goes in the other direction, and this is so stunning from FaZe, and boy, do they deserve this round win. James in the back of the bomb site can do nothing, and Yekindar has evened things out in a 2-on-2.
The nade's going to go in, though. Twist already low. That'll do damage onto him. It's he and Brokey versus Yakindar and Buster. And I'm not sure how confident they are of this, but they're going to try. Smoke goes down, bounces too far. It'll let them sneak down the far side of the wall, but that might be too obvious as Brokey already staring at the wide side of it. There's 2 flashes on the CT side. They've got the opening kill. It's all on the Twist. Yakinder's going to find him as well. Just clean peeks. Kit down beside the bomb, but he's got one anyway, so straight defuse.
Yakindar just hoping he's not going to be cleared, not going to be checked, at least not for the first one, but they know his position now. Buster's got one deep, turns it into a one-front battle, and Virtus.pro handling it well until just then. But there's the flank down mid. That's why you push mid instead of clearing CT spawn. And Olaf's left in a 1 versus 3.
22 seconds. Back corner would have been safe, but James gets back to CT, and you're right, staying alive was the right call for him. Yakinder almost looked like he was doubting it, but
James going to hold on rap side, and against pistols they've doubled up on this side. FaZe, they've seen this look about 3 times, and James, that's a slow shot from him. That puts a lot of pressure on Flint, but again, it's bait. It's Kerrigan just hopping in with low HP. He's provided the trades needed to entry into the bomb site.
That's actually so sick. He just jumps in like, come on, boys. I ain't fooling around. Just shoot me. And then Rain recovers immediately with that M4.
And that is a crushing round to lose. I was kind of wondering, the last time we saw FaZe with pistols, they went rap side, they went right at Kickert and Jame. I was wondering if FaZe was going to catch off after seeing it twice, that against. Here it comes, all about these entries off balcony. Kerrigan's going to lead the way. He drops into pit, but Flit's here ready and waiting. He's not at the broken wall. And now the rest of VP, they just use that gap to push up into aggressive positions, and it's a slaughter.
Yeah, that one was, I think, too obvious that it was going to be. The crossfires were perfect. He's a bit aware of that as well, so he wants to get utility down to support his teammates. Goes back out, should have a shot here. Clean and easy on Kerrigan, and he knows not to re-peek because he knows they're going to be pushing around.
He's got to hurry.
He does have to hurry. He's going to be the open, and Rain gets the shot at him clean. That gives Twist the access. Flick goes down. There's the fights you were talking about. And even though it goes to a 2-on-2, it's Twist that turns and catches Yakinder. Kid Canuck does it once again with 2 kills in the round. Brokey has 1, and it's all down to Buster. He stayed back toward Library, that he's gone toward the site, but Buster's going to have to get his move on because Bomb is already in the duration of which the defuse would need to occur, and Twist gets the shot cleanly onto him.
James going to have a tough decision to make after the first shot. Oh, and he missed it. Now it gets even more difficult. Oh, he misses another one. And now they've got the wide angle. He finally does take down Twist, but all the pressure on Flit.
So Twist gone, but you're right, Flit is alone, at least for the moment. Now they've got a player rotating already in toward Library. That's going to be Kickert, and he knows he needs to go early. There's no smoke down to cover his gap, his line of sight, and Olaf's caught as a result. Brokey will put the bomb in position. No money left over for FaZe. Virtus.pro would buy a few rounds with this, and Brokey trying to get an angle. Doesn't hit the first. Fires at the box. They know they're approaching. He's got to be worried about the smoke behind, as Flit will eventually come out from the pit and take him down.
Man, this is going to be fast. This is going to be aggressive. They're even going to ignore the Molotov put out. Kerrigan jumping around the corner. He's got pace. He's got speed. The dink is going to be cleaned up. Now the crossfire is set in, but so much utility from the defensive side, and what is that? Jumping P250. So much pressure being applied to Virtus.pro. And they're just going to hang on for dear life.
Yo, Olaf's got an op in the pit, bro. This just got weird in a hurry. What a shot from Twist. And now Olaf, stepping out, knows that they are likely rotating around. He's taking Kinder. He goes to the Tech 9. Are we back in 2015? Is Olaf, the legend of all, going to step up and take the first map away from Virtus.pro? And it is he versus Buster. But from the smoke, Buster is going to make sure Virtus.pro stay alive.
Ooh, everyone breathe. That got weird in the best of ways.
But it still won't help the cause, as James, stuck inside the smoke, has everything in front of him but nothing he can see, as Kerrigan will not only put the bomb down, he'll depart for Banana. Now he's low on HP, so he's looking for information, of which there will be none to find, and that in itself says all they need to know, as Twist and Rain will stack themselves at the coffins, trying to find the trade, at the very least. The close angle. The flash is perfect. Rain's got to fire into it. Twist is blind as well, and Rain now, he's running out of ammo. He's only got 5 left, and that is a solid execution to get back in the site, but they have forgotten about one man, and it's the man who nearly won it in the last round as he fires toward the bomb. Kerrigan needs to support him. He hasn't gone yet, but Olaf makes amends for the last one, and it's now 16-13 FaZe take Inferno.
Oh, that got so tough. FaZe, they just find the way at the end, and that's Kerrigan, the in-game leader, picking up the pace.
Has Kerrigan down. So the dualies do pay off. The man advantage, but the bomb ticking as Olaf still holds off to try and cover. Totem position. He gets Flit. Flit, I thought that was around the corner. That's a hell of a shot from Olaf, but also had the shot himself a number of times and just couldn't land it, as Twist now occupies that same position as a result of Olaf getting that kill. It means he can look backwards when they wrap around. He has Jame already. He'll swing to force Ykinder, but he knows that Buster is still working his way in. He'll swap the gun over as Ykinder's dualies go back to work once more. They're on the bomb. They'll tap it out, and Twist gets the shot. There is no kit in play. Really nothing they can do to win it other than try and get the kills, and hey, fair play. Those dualies get 4 of them. Now, this puts us in a similar situation to what we had in from both the ramp and the angle inside of the cave. If they can get it into the corner, they spot his gun, they're just going to take him down straight, but the smokes have dissipated, and Ykinder's able to take out Olaf Meister immediately. Jame is there to support that as well, and they know he's going to re-peek for try and take down the planter, but Twist gets the duel instead, and he'll fight forward with the Galil, and cower in the cave. Hibernation season, just wait for them to try and come for the bomb and protect what they've planted.
Jame has a Molotov. This could be everything, because this is actually pretty strong position. It's going to go in. Brokey was going to make sure it doesn't burn him. He looks away and goes down. It's all on Twist, and that's too much to ask. That Molotov was the game changer. The 33 HP through the smoke. I don't think they saw him or had any indication. Rain going to fire back. Tracers give it up, and Kickert wins that duel. Now Flit traded off into a 4-on-4, and Kickert's the only defender at the A bomb site, but that didn't last long, and Kerrigan can cut everything off.
Kerrigan's in a great spot, sees the shoulder of the first. James on the AWP, he's not even going to give him a shot, falls off. It makes the call that he knows there's another player in front, so that's one of the two they have still to find. Oh, this is perfect. Kerrigan's just buying so much time and space, and he swings extra wide to make sure James' aim is not perfect.
Which is unfortunate. Both entry kills kind of coming through smoke, but the point of that is to obviously pressure that bomb site.
But still knows that he wants the site. That has pulled one back as well, because Flit forced back inside of the square means he has to look to CT, but they give up on the hit, knowing that they haven't caused the rotation, knowing that they've actually got it all the way inside of the site. Olaf's the one that's done that call and found the work, found the space. Kerrigan's aware of the situation and will hold middle just as we saw him do on round number 3, and Rain has just been given a gift. He sees them backing off, and Buster is about to get busted by Kerrigan. How dare you disappoint us, Kerrigan?
Man,
I haven't casted in forever, and you won't even give me a highlight, Kerrigan. I hate you.
That is a crazy round from FaZe. They have the 5-on-4. Ooh, timing. There's the op taken away.
He still gets one.
I mean, Rain is sneaking in with basically a full exec at the B bomb site. Olaf has already snuck in deep towards the A bomb site. virtus.pro had no indication of what was going on. They weren't fighting for any real estate, and that can't inspire confidence. If you're already worried about VP coming into this map, it's not exactly one of their best. And James going to be here with the op. This is going to be tough. Broky peeking into him. That's fast. All he sees is an elbow. Yekindar already made it out behind the pillar. His timing is everything. He's got Olaf in there. Flit and Buster adding in. Broky doing his best to respond, but he's lost so many teammates. He's left in a 1 versus 3, and one more body comes around the corner, preventing the plant.
He's going to go back for it, though. Bates again on the pillar, but Flit's in good position, still down the first lane, and is able to get the shot. He'll grab the AWP to give it to James in the next round, and just like that, it's 6-3. They cut the lead back in half.
That actually might make for a very tough retake. That's obviously going to help. Buster through the smoke finds Rain, but a double op retake could be a little bit dicey.
And down goes one of them. So now it's a single op retake, but you've still got 3 rifles. Broky trying to get aggressive. The shadow shows. He hits Buster just barely.
Flank.
As he got tagged down. I believe it was even a dink through the wall onto 53, but you are absolutely right. We have a flank in play. Despite the 2 players are up front, Broky's able to find that as well. He turns back. He's still alive somehow, and that's going to bait twist in. Down go James and Flit. What a clutch back from FaZe.
Yeah, 2 versus 5 that time. And again, they find the success in multiple man down situation. That's wild. Defending the site. That's to the right. Rain, he goes down quick. Buster, great headshot. And now that's going to put the other 2 defenders into a way more aggressive position. Coming through the smoke during the hit. And FaZe can't get comfortable. virtus.pro have 5.
They absolutely do. Means that inside the site becomes a bit of a problem. They don't have donuts. They don't have position on the post plant. Broky's got the shot onto James. Instant swap to the AWP. And Kerrigan is still menacing as he takes it back from Keeker to the end. Donut is now delicious as it's Yekindar and Buster to try and make a play on this in round 14. Shots already out from the first AK. It will take down Twist, but Broky knows they're trying to come from this position, and they know he's got the AWP as they bait out the shot that lets Yekindar go. He can't swing fast enough for the second. Kerrigan's got to get back in the fold because the Molotov's going to force the AWP into an awkward situation, an awkward angle, and Kerrigan, now knowing the bomb is planted for him, has it all to play for, but overextends in the peak. And they've got the time, just barely, I think, to get away with this defuse. No, they don't. Kerrigan's done it on his brains alone, and it's going to be FaZe to get 8-6.
And this is chaotic. Smoke everywhere. Flashbangs as well. Look at Kerrigan jumping through. He'll find one.
That's massive because Kickert actually had the position to see that gap, but he backed behind the box the exact second that Kerrigan went through, and now they have no idea that he has this whole round in front of him. He's going to hold this out. Oh, I love it. Takes down the AWP, but he can't get the second shot. He can't find Kickert, who backs into the corner, and there's no opening from the totem to that position as Kerrigan goes to an AWP. A classic weapon for him, as he's always played this in various situations of support, but now he has to be aware of the timings on rotation, as well as, unfortunately, a Molotov will not fully blind out or block anyone from Donut, and Kickert just goes back through and ends the round himself. Staying alive the whole time, despite the Kerrigan got through, it makes it 8-7 at half. Olaf trying to get to the same position his teammate perished in, as Buster's going to hold from the pillar. No flank. This is going to be a straight retake. Probably, I would suspect, a 2-2 down each lane. And when the smoke gets in the cave, that's when Kerrigan goes. But Buster is playing excellently now on the T side. He's also got Olaf under 1 HP. That allows Yekindar to take the kill in the end. But it is Brokey and Twist, the two you'd love to be in these positions, but Twist can't find the kills, and Brokey is about to get broke in as they push him back. It's similar to Inferno. Does he find 3 kills and save? He runs out of ammo instead, and Kickert's got the shot. It's 8-8.
Missed smoke on the retake that's supposed to land at the top of the ramp at the B bomb site, and pretty much the round at that point is secured when that to the defensive side. Either way, he's softened up for the other Deagles and for the scout, Kerrigan, if he can get one tag on the entrance, but he's going to be smoked off. Now just needs to get a little bit fortunate with the spam. Another smoke drop at the top of the ramp. Time is going to run low for VP. Are they bailing out? Oh, Brokey has all this information. He's letting his team know. He finds one. Good timing on a Jame, and he's telling Twist right now they're coming to you. Beautiful shot with the Deagle, hiding around the pillar. They must find him. Kerrigan, he's got a great defense. Another one, and a third. FaZe are turning it again.
How does Twist get away with that? With 3 players coming in there, he hits the first shot, buys enough space, and then immediately they expect each other to take care of themselves. Kicker's looking away. Twist pops back out, and Rain will close out the round. FaZe come back immediately. And that is, you're right, absolutely all information. And they'll start to converge as well because you've already got the counter push from the retreats on A, and this is going to be huge for Kerrigan. Another flank for him. Mac 10, you don't want to give him the money, Jason? You just did. Mac Daddy's on the case. Oh, almost the ace. Brokey had to break that possibility from happening. Selfish man on the AWP, but that is big money for Kerrigan.
Yeah, he's at 9,000 before buying up into this round. He could even...
Rain's got that bait for the position of Olaf. He goes for the first. Thought maybe some trigger discipline. All right, doesn't matter. Who cares? Just kill the ball. That's fine.
Hey,
don't mind me.
Exactly as designed. Him and Rain are going to double up here. Kerrigan, unfortunately, has gone down. He's trying to flank, trying to be aggressive. Spam coming in to stop the plant. Olaf's going to take advantage. Push out and then disappear right back into the smoke.
Shots out, though. Yikender's got Twist back instead, and he's not done there. Gets time for the reload. Brokey knows that he's up close, though. Smoke trajectory nearly gets the shoulder shot. No re-peek from Yekender, and that's smart. That's almost discipline at this point because the utility enough to hold off the round. He does not need to concede positional advantage to an AWP as Buster in the corner gets taken by Olaf. Yekender gets it back, and he's still holding this off, and Brokey's giving it up. He's giving it all away as he has to save the AWP, and it'll go double digits for Virtus.pro.
That round could have been completely different if Brokey doesn't get hit and slowed down by that flashbang. That peek was going to come in, and he was surely, I think, going to find Yekender. Always a chance that Yekender can have some kind of a stunning shot to return it, but Brokey felt like he had the advantage in the fight.
He's going to be completely behind them. Saving's not even going to be an option. Sees them in the gap. That's 1, that's 2. Did he spot all 3? Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, get that knife nice and sharp. Get the shank ready to pull off a nice prank on the backside. Flitz got Brokey down. Kerrigan does get 1. They now know Flitz there, and he actually couldn't double up on his effort. So Twist getting Jame. They know Flit was on the flank. How did they not turn it? How did they not look that way? They tried to go onto it, and Flit covers it off either way. Swings over around into the corner, and they had to try and hold the defuse, but Twist was not in position to get ready for the kill.
They might think it's an AWP and might not expect him to be close up into this angle. That's going to be one player he's got to deal with. Brokey, he steps into the fire. Yeah, good kill from Olaf. Brokey's got the AWP. Twist is out into the open. And Virtus.pro finding their way into the site. 8 seconds on the clock. The bomb's going to get planted.
You can see how desperate Olaf was to try and spray through and deny that plant. Now he gets the kill. A little bit too late to deny the objective, but it gives them the man advantage. And there's kits on both Olaf and Kerrigan. But watch Kicker. He's gone around the long way. He can actually surprise them from cave. Saw the gun barrel. Absolutely did. Fires in. Brokey's head removed. But they know where the last remaining terrorist is. And he's going to try and transfer. This square gives motion, gives movement, gives problems because he can see the bomb from that position. A nade over to weaken them up. But they're on it. They're on it and spinning, and he's going the long way around. Body block would do it, even though he doesn't get the kill. Oh, he just got that in time. There was very little left. I thought Olaf did enough to keep him off the aim.
Yeah, what? Again, just another tough scenario.
Brokey not able to get the first. Flit cuts it open. Now Twist is back, and he's trying to peek his way inside of the site, but Yekender's done such great damage, even finding Kerrigan all the way around. Twist fell to him just before as we snapped away, and it's Olaf left on his own, and he's about to get found out. Buster just waiting for the kill. Will confirm the round for Virtus.pro, and maybe the map. This is starting to spiral. This is starting to get out of hand. And he's not done there either. They don't necessarily have to commit to the plant on A. They'll pull in that direction, though. Need to be careful because they've actually dropped the bomb for a moment. 53 seconds is plenty to recover that, but it's still getting costly because Yekender is only in position now. Another smoke. Excuse me, that's a flash, isn't it? Says Yekender takes down Kerrigan. Is he on for one right now? Is this the big moment? No, he's already got, 3. Kicker had the other. Nice shot from Rain. We know how his Deagle yesterday arguably got them to the point that they are in this tournament. So it's very, very possible that he can win these rounds, but it's very unlikely at the same time as James does the PG-50 from distance. And it's map point secured at least for virtus.pro. It might be map 3 pushed and forced out of this series.
Yeah, FaZe 2 chance to force overtime. And this is what the slow style causes you to do. With no utility, they want to find information. They want to know what's coming. They're going to push up, and actually, Kickert's going to go down. That's the equalizing kill. James down there as well. He has no idea Rain has slipped into this position. Actually, FaZe can rotate essentially off this B bomb site at the moment. Rain's going to push forward. James caught. Thankfully, no bomb. Thankfully, that's in the hands of Yekindar. And VP's going to come right back at the push.
Rain's not aware, though, that they're actually behind him. He's going to hear them now shortly, but he backs up, not expecting or anticipating they've gone all the way back through T-spawn, that it's not a typical round, that they're not in middle. And now they've got the back lines. That's all the CTs have to hold the site, but there's no utility. That gives Olaf not 1, but 2 kills and leaves us with just Buster against Brokey and Twists. And he's already tapped out the bomb plant once. Both sides can be occupied. That nade puts him low, and Twist comes around. And there's the one-on-one I was waiting for, Jason, but it's a little bit late.
Yeah.
Brokey waiting it out, holding it off. Flash, he doesn't take the shot, he actually backs away. Trying to run, actually, they think he's alone based on that, so he gives up position, and Kerrigan gets the shot, but they overlook the fact that Donut was taken and all of that, and it's going to be a clean, concise take on the A site.
Yeah, this is the map. Yeah, a little bit anticlimactic. They even got Yekindar again up the stairs towards mid. This is mental. virtus.pro, what a comeback in this game. Getting absolutely demolished to start it in the first half. And they're going to end this on an 8-0 run to close out map number 2. We've got Overpass coming up. This ain't done yet. 16-14 win for virtus.pro.
8-1, just to excuse you. The last round did force get won by FaZe in that remarkable circumstances. We listen in. Pretty calm, pretty collected. Buster waiting it out, trying to cut that off, sees the head behind the rock but doesn't hit it. His Olaf's going to swing and challenge. Buster's trying to create that angle as he draws them longer as well. Oh, I was going to say they needed to read that surely they were going to walk into another member. Olaf survives with 1, they've lost Rain. Twist did get the kill in response, but this is the real play. This is what it was all about. They had the information that 2 players are long, that far removed, and they go toward the site, but they overlook an integral part of it. Nobody checks the sandbags. Massive oversight and overconfidence based on that early information. And Brokey not only gets a kill, he follows it up and denies the bomb plant.
They knew Buster was at long as well. Twist should be able to have this. Shooting away, Buster not able to connect, and Twist is going to put him down. 1-0 for FaZe.
Now the question is, Rain stutter steps. Did he get enough noise cue? Twist going down. Rain's got Yekindar. Buster's inside of the bathrooms. Rain now gets that call and turns it around. But Buster has come out on top of that exchange. 2 on the Deagle. And as that all transpires, it's over toward B, where Brokey is all that remains. And he knows there's going to be a flank behind him. Or does he, though? Buster cleverly goes back to War Connector instead. FaMoss trying to isolate the pistols before the rifle arrives. Flick doesn't matter. He's got the FaMoss picked up. And just as I said, too quickly and make mistakes on the entry, that might be their best point to success. Molotov will force Rain to move. He's back down toward the pit. Twist on the pillar, wants to wrap around, but he's tagged up by a Molotov forced out. Second one came in and it spread far enough as Kerrigan and Rain now have to try and hold the site, both inside the pit, in fact. And it's going to be such a tough position as Flip baits out the shot. They'll get the plant in position. Brokey's gone down already. He tried to wrap it around and support his teammates down below him as Rain jumps over. He did not hit that. I thought he did. His name on the kill feed from the kill prior as James will take down Kerrigan on Cat. Rain is transferred around, and James got that as well. And that is exactly what we talked about with the T-sided op. But directly inside, doesn't see anyone. That'll give them confidence for the execution. Brokey, oh, I think he looked away just too soon, missed another shadow position in front of him, and now they'll try and pursue the position of Rain on top of the site. Only the Deagle to work with. They may have gotten 1. Utility was in the hands for Brokey to try and get the shot. But it's Kickert now with the kill, and virtus.pro looking like they're going to find a 5th. Olaf might be able to surprise and stun through the smoke. Flit's gun barrel sticking out. He'd see it as soon as he shows up, but he actually crouched at the right time. That makes it a bit awkward. Not as quick and concise as they would have liked to get that AK in the play, as Twist with it all to do is spotted immediately by Buster.
That's a bummer. I mean, at the exact time that FaZe calls to make that play, a flashbang over for Brokey to peek and see if anyone's there.
Hasn't done it yet. Flit still surviving on that 12 HP. Buster's tagged through the edge of the box, but all 3 from the same side. Twist on 44. Kerrigan to swing. He gets the shot instead on Buster, and now they've got to go for the bomb, but they do not have a smoke.
Or a kit.
Or a kit. And James has it all to play for with the shots. Wide open vision. And I think enough to win out this round. They're going to have to do something to get that AWP moving. And so far, no position and no control. Now they know it's just the op remaining. Twist is low, though. He can collateral on both, but he's missed it. Brokey gets the shot, and there's time enough, surely. No, there's not. They're gone. Truck is spammable, but Kerrigan doesn't have the information as he gets closer to the site. Flit will take him out of it immediately. As Kicker's still there, is able to get only one. Twist trades, Twist swings, Twist takes out Buster, and he's going to have to back away, unfortunately. So it's FaZe down, VP up, and that's the way James likes to hold his AWP.
Nice. Saved it.
Nice. He did save it. It's James. Nice. Even better, Jason.
Yeah, but you can see Brokey and Twist, there's no hesitation on that call to save. They just played out this scenario in the previous round. They don't want to do it again. No kit, no smoke. They know James' off is still in play. They don't want to mess with it. And I think a little bit of pressure applied by Yekindar at this moment with low HP. As long as he could just get an engagement and survive, that might pull the follow-up defender. It certainly will if he gets this kill on Kerrigan. Just walking in, now running. And you should start to see some of those dots move, although Kerrigan's figured it out. Twist holding his nerve, finds James, and this is finally looking good for FaZe.
And that all comes down to the fact that Kerrigan got a bit of fortunate timing, and also that Yekindar decided to get on the horse and start running, thinking that the rotations had already gone back around. It gave him the kill, it gave Twist the information. It's given Buster a chance on top of the site.
They got him.
Just barely win out the round on time alone, but he still gets the kill on Kerrigan. 8-2. FaZe. Whoa.
Is so frightening. Smoke's going to clear. Kickert is aware of the possibility of this. There's no flashbang to set this up, so they're going to walk. Oh no! The timing! The nade pulled out! That gave FaZe the opportunity they needed. Now it does go 2 for 2 because virtus.pro had everyone on this side of the bomb site. But 30 seconds and VP get to play a 3-on-3.
James trying to get inside of the site. 3-on-3, but low HP. Doesn't matter now if they can pull it back down to now a 2-on-2. Yekindar with a kill. And James on the op knows he's got everything he needs in that weapon to work with. Where's the shots to come back? Kerrigan,
oh no!
Don't give this man more chances. How is he still alive? Finally, they'll surround him and Brokey does the job. But that was awkward. FaZe finding 2 rounds on a row now, and they desperately needed it.
Yeah, shifting into as well. Olaf is dropping away. Brokey's going to be here. When does Buster turn the corner? Kerrigan, he's trying to find the timing on this peek. That flashbang is perfect, but Kerrigan gets it anyways, even blind, and Brokey just steps back from the flames, and now delivering. And finally, FaZe with a comfortable defense can feel great about a round.
And things are back to normal because James has to go hide with his gun and try and save. He's going to be hunted down. Kerrigan trying to be the one to get him. Remember last time, these two had an awkward exchange. Kerrigan's got him after the time. Even worse for James, $650 only. Now, they can buy on this with forcing it out. Flit's got $67.50.
But it's getting to be about that time. 30 seconds, and Rain's making his move now to clear long. Here's that boost you just mentioned. 1 kill, Flit couldn't respond in time, and FaZe know everything.
Flash to hold them off. 25 seconds. Kerrigan. Careful, son. You're touching the wall, not around it. You can see he tried to strafe into it. He thought he had a better coverage position, and the bomb plant's going to come in on that kill alone. Twist once more. He has to fade off. Fortunately, oh, now he's got it. Now he's got the double. They get back in position, and Olaf was able to rotate around and get the kill that nearly cost them, as it is going to be 8-5. FaZe with 4 in a row.
He loves it.
I mean, it's better than using like a WordPad.exe to help his aim.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that. Twist! He likes it. He's gone out and he's gotten 2. Olaf adds to that. Flit only managing 1 with his AK. But it's in toward Monster they go because that double pressure, full court press, if you will, has left an opening in the backside. Kerrigan's aware of it. He'll rotate around, then Olaf's turned his attention that direction as well. It's down to James. A minute and 3, and guess what? It's round 15. You can save it if you want, James. You really could, but it doesn't matter. Rain's going to flank around, and believe it or not, it is a 1-round game.
I can't believe they've done it. That's wonderful from FaZe. 6 in a row.
Flash over top. Buster blind completely. That'll let Rain cross over. Obviously, they know he's there. That's not really the point. He just wants to get in the sight so he can do things like that. The menacing man. As Buster gets 1 back, Flit will cover off onto Brokey. And now it's down to Olaf in a 1-on-3. Can he buy enough time? Needs to buy about another 25 seconds of it, and I don't know that time goes cheap on the market, so he may have to sacrifice a few body parts to do it. So far not, as he's taken Flit's head off, and he still wants to hold the pillar. Spots another shoulder, and when he peeks again, Buster's got it. And unfortunately, time too expensive in this one. They'll be able to hold on and get the defuse, so it'll go 9-7 for virtus.pro. Scorebot says he's at 15, so...
Ooh, maybe they're ahead of the game. Buster's got the first kill, but everything's traded after that. Kickert finds 1 as well. Good entrance from Rain. Good follow-up. They know Kickert's down here. Have to win it. Kickert's got 1, and he's put James in a winnable position. One-on-one, and Brokey's got very low health.
Silent movement to get down inside of water for James, and he'll hear Brokey rotating around. Oh, Brokey thinks he's got the gig. James one step ahead. James one step ahead, and he's only on 12 HP. Brokey has absolutely no chance at this, but now a battle of wits, a battle of patience, and who will prevail? James going to slide out, and Brokey gets the angle because the feet show first, and the patience of the man. He just wanted to get as far away as possible. I thought he was going to go for the full wrap, and I thought he was meant transition for kicker, and he could not run from death as it knocked on the door, but James, he catches out Twists as he's trying to do more than that. Flit knows that they're on the ramp above. Bomb still gets planted, swings, and Brokey hits in a very, very important shot to leave it in a 3-on-3. Nearly gets an angle on the side. He takes Yakinder down, and James has to back up. How can they possibly try to get back into the site on this? There's kits in play? No, they're on the ground. They have to be nearer to the site than that, surely, as they try and move forward. How do they find the pick? As the patience for Kerrigan to stay in has Rain behind the cloud, behind the smoke, to wait and bait and try and perfect that bomb. As they smoke that off again, no, Rain's going to have to play this perfectly off to Kerrigan. He takes a shot in the kneecap, but he dances around, and that's when Rain goes. He knows one's distracted, and that should be enough to win it out, and Kerrigan's movement is perfect in the end.
Oh, that is a very, if I can say so, uninspiring retake in the 2v2. That was so slow-paced, and as you said, they don't...
FaZe aren't going to panic on this, though. They're not actually... Oh, no, that's a problem. Right eye peek as well. He still doesn't get away with it. Buster gets the shot. I was going to say they're not scared of this, that op hasn't forced them to go back over toward B, knowing as well that with that stack, after seeing someone, there's a heavy B presence, but this is just one at a time. virtus.pro with all the picks.
Well, I mean, Kerrigan's getting there so he can set up a smoke, and yeah, there's just no utility. And that 3-on-4 situation, it's 2 Molotovs and a smoke, and FaZe don't have the tools to force virtus.pro off any of the angles. And that continued.
And we know how good he is with an AWP, let alone in a position where he has the sniper nest as protection. And this boost from Yakinder. Surely they know Twist hasn't left the platform yet.
Oh yeah, James has him zoned in. That's a lot of skill to just be blocked off from getting involved in the action. Twist waiting on top of the bomb. Good kill from Yakinder. A follow-up. And Olaf with the Galil. They line up for him. But the weapon isn't strong enough. And virtus.pro have a retake.
Smoke out, Kerrigan to throw it. Flit will hear that to his left, but he's firing on the right, and the bomb goes down. The round is surely done now. As Kerrigan gets the AK. Oh, you never count anything out. CSGO! Oh! Kerrigan! There's the aim you want from him! And look how stoic he is! Look how composed he stays! And naturally, he keeps these moments closer to his eyes than the rest. Glasses resting on the edge of his nose, because he knows what majors mean, and he's got a chance to win this. He's got time, but Buster's got position. Oh, how insane would that have been if he runs it back to B? Flash out at bathroom from Rain. At this point, he's just trying to get a read on the defense. Molotov is a problem because they wanted to go. They're already through Monster, and they're denied from sandbags. And they're going to rotate it around and put everyone through the same tunnel. The same effect as Olaf at least gets the early trade. Flit's able to pull it back. Kerrigan, he can't find Buster this time. It's falling apart for FaZe. They might find map point right now. virtus.pro as Rain taps toward the heavens. It's Yakinder that stares down on him and smiles from above as virtus.pro are 1 round away from the playoffs.
And you could talk about experience all you want on the FaZe side of things, but it's actually VP who seemed the most composed at this point.
Brokey, the man who leads the way, is the one that sits out in this round. Likewise, though, for Yakinder, but Buster's not further down than that, I should say, as he stepped up tremendously in map 3 after the criticism we gave him, and it's just 1 man left. It is Rain, and he with the deagle will try to get to a gun, but they'll be staring him down, bomb at their leisure, and this should be the end. Now, he's faked out a couple of steps toward the bathroom where he made noise, but they know he's not in that direction because already Buster is clearing that. Buster has that information, and this should be pretty straightforward from VP. They'll smoke him off as well. It gets worse. He goes through to find 1, but wasn't expecting 2, and Flick gets the final kill. virtus.pro not only come back in this series, they dominated, and so close to FaZe. It's heartbreak, no doubt, but they are in the playoffs.
You got to give props to virtus.pro. The way they've stayed in